Doing Ledsun.
Yeah, not bad. How you doing, Nino?
Hey, how's it going so far?
Yeah, not bad actually. How's things going for you?
It's going pretty good. I need to ask you something.
Yeah, no worries.
What's going on with Bones backing you?
He dropped out and he said that he'll only endorse me providing I don't fuck over the sheriff's office.
Okay. Do you know, are you going to, what does that mean?
Honestly, I think it's just more dropping their pay and stuff, I think.
Okay. And what if they try to strong arm you?
Well, they're not going to strong arm me because they answer to me, but...
Good shit. Who are you going to put above? Your sheriff's office or us working together?
I'm obviously going to put us because at the end of the day,
yeah,
I answer to the people, so...
they want
to see change.
I'm going to keep it straight with you. I'm not even sure if I'm happy with LSPD High Command right now. And if we end up both winning this election, I think we should sit down and rethink how future government looks like.
Oh, 100%.
All
Would
right.
you consider a commissioner's office like we put someone above all the departments that even high command answer to?
I don't think so, and the reason for that is that would take control away from both you and me. Instead, I think that they should be working together to manage their I mean, we could talk about it. I think like a single person is so here's what I've noticed. When your high command
more
is
in a sense to resolve disputes between them, right?
Most of the disputes you'll come to learn are extremely petty. It's like friend circles, like protecting each other and having grievances. Like, I'll give you an example, right? There's a guy named, there's a particular, oh, okay. Fuck, I don't know if I can tell you this. Yeah, you know what? I don't give a shit. There are people that they don't suspend or fire because of feelings, despite the fact that they may have fucked over a citizen.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So there's like levels to it, and you'll start to see this. But the problem is like most disputes that I've dealt with have mostly been around, like, okay, let's say you and I come together and we're like, yo, things should be like this in this county, things should be like this in this county. They will ignore those orders. And if people are doing dumb shit, they're not willing to, like, even give any sort of punishment. And I don't mean like firing and stuff like that, but like being able to keep them in line. Does that kind of make sense? What I'm saying?
Oh, 100%.
So,
well, listen, if need be, if I have to keep appointing a new sheriff until one decides to step up, I will keep doing it.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Look, I want there's only two things that I think I give a shit about. One is people's rights. You should not, as a cop, just be able to just freely destroy someone's life. Like, I want them to investigate, you know what I mean? I don't want, like, they just fucking roll up on a scene and it's just like, all right, whatever, we're just gonna, bullshit our way through. The second is I want people empowered over the police department. I don't mean getting away from things, but like the police actually fearing people.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right, well, shit.
I just think police have been getting away with too much, and I think it's time for us to crack the whip, honestly.
Fuck yeah. If we did do a commissioner's office, the problem is I don't even know who the fuck would be good enough to run it. Let's spitball that for a second. Like, is there even anyone capable?
Yeah, listen. Like, I only just more toyed with the idea, because, like, again, a commissioner's office would only work if, like, the North and South mayors work together, right? But at the same time, we'd have to find someone we both trust that will genuinely manage the issues, right?
There's an alternative here. We are the commissioners. In a way, we've always been. Well, you know, if you win the election. Because at the end of the day, the chief, the sheriff need to listen to the mayor. Otherwise, they're out. Now, I've been rather baby-fisted with the LSPD, and that's been due to a lot of drama, all kinds of bullshit that I've had to face the last 2 months. But nothing changes the fact that they gotta, let's say, meet with us once a week, right? And explain how things are going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, I just kind of want
to do like a joint legislation that they will have to brainstorm it a bit, but
yeah,
having it that, you know, we have the final say in departmental disputes, sort of thing.
What kind of disputes have been brought up your way, out of curiosity? 'Cause the only disputes I'm aware of has been I think when a crime happens, every single suspect should be processed in the same place, because if they don't, their lawyers cannot like equally defend them. And I've seen it firsthand. They stop playing telephone and then the charges get all fucked up.
Yeah, so the biggest thing for me that I was told was the fighting with LSPD, like those type of disputes.
I can tell you that most of those guys in BCSO are a bunch of fucking two-head pussies. Most of those disputes were over things like whose scene it is in the city versus up north.
Yes, if I do get in, I'm just gonna lay it down straight and tell them this is a fresh start, no bullshit. You know, it's a clean slate between the North and the South.
Yeah.
If there's drama, be adults, don't be children.
We could always change the heads, both of us. You know what I mean? Work on a name and joint. I don't know. Let's wait till tomorrow. But I like where your headspace is at. I genuinely want to try something new that makes sense. You know what I mean? Obviously, the cops can't be completely destroyed. I just want to see some semblance of like police fearing that they can't just walk over civilians and others. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've seen people just get walked over because cops think they're the best is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't want them to fear civilians, but at the same time, I want them to, question themselves. Is this the right thing, or am I doing the wrong thing?
Yeah.
I want them to second guess themselves before they, And
am I going to get in trouble?
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to do a while back, and this is very difficult. We were going to do it with Pred, but, I mean, you know what happened with Pred, right? Is, I wouldn't be against...
you got dogpiled, the poor guy.
Yeah, it was ass. I wanted to do public panels. Let's say a cop, for example, did some wild shit. No matter who they are, they would be required to come to like a hearing, like a congressional hearing, and explain their behavior. Because one thing has generally been true is that if you have to be held accountable in an oath, in a setting where, I, maybe a member of the DOJ has to ask questions like, hey.
Oh, like a disciplinary council.
Exactly.
Right.
Even if the PD doesn't do anything about it, right? Like, let's say it came out that Den Shiesty, shot someone in the back of the head for no reason. Like, what was the situation? What happened here? Why did you decide to do this? They come out looking like a clown. And at that point, that public opinion sort of forces the hand. And if nothing ends up being done in a case like that, by high command or whatever, they're now held at a higher level of accountability. That's the problem that I'm facing right now. Just transparently, right? Like, I think Daisy and Peters have helped strengthen the department, but I'm going to be blunt with you, brother. Like, these two have been absent, like the previous high command. And the same, I think, can be said amongst BCSO. There is no better or worse. It's like the same issue. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're not there, if your gang leader ain't there, if I ain't here, right, shit falls apart. And, you know, and you lose touch of the city. Shit changes week to week to week. You know what I mean? But anyways.
I think God, I can't even English today. Disciplinary, like, hearing or, like, council sort of thing to overhear shit, I think would actually be a really good idea.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Agreed. The accountability board.
Because then people be like, well, fuck, are they going to report me to the accountability board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it gets reviewed, and then, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Before you know it, they're before us, having to answer questions.
Mm-hmm.
Then their high command are going to be like, well, fuck. They did fuck up, we're going to have to do something about it. Or they don't do something about it, and then we hold the high command accountable.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest challenge, I think that's a good idea. It's very, PD is in a bit of a fragile state. I think there's a lot of lack of, let's just say, care, if that makes sense. Their care has been numbers, not how are they performing, right? It's like, how many arrests are we making, as opposed to, like, are these arrests kosher, right? But hey, we can dive more into it. I like where this conversation's going.
Honestly, I think it would be a really good idea. Because you and I can legislate it and make it statewide, so everyone will be worried about it, not just one side. Everyone will be held accountable. No more hiding.
No more fucking hiding. No more I can come on duty and do whatever the fuck I want. What's gonna happen to me? You know what I mean?
Yep.
If everyone else can be thrown into jail, if even the top, like even a mayor can be stripped of his powers like Pred for fucking 6 weeks. I mean, hey, and that's another thing you should think about, brother. Be very careful about what you say. There's a reason why Pred was issued a warrant on day 1 and nothing happened.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah. So, smiles.
Yeah, listen, I wouldn't be surprised if that BCSO turn on me if I do something they don't like, so...
Yeah, well, listen, I got a hell of a legal team. Trust me when I say they can play those fuck games, but as long as you keep your nose clean, they can't do shit.
Yep, just avoid speeding, avoid everything, and they can't fuck with me.
Mm-hmm. And between us, my guy Michael has a literal filing cabinet of things that are ready to go for impeachment. Only reason we didn't push them is we thought that it would destabilize things a little bit too much. But if they want to play those fuck games, trust me, it's not going to go good for them.
Listen, sometimes you maybe gotta pull that card and destabilize things to...
Yeah.
So you can restabilize it to make it better, right?
Mm-hmm. 1000%. All right.
Alright.
Ledsun, you take care, yeah?
No worries, take care, and I'm sure I'll see you around, and...
Yeah.